Here we have the current stock market analysis for Palantir Technologies Incorporated, stock ticker PLTR. Before we begin, if you find these educational materials to be helpful in your trading, please remember to click the like and subscribe buttons and leave your thoughts below in the comments section so that other traders will be able to find this information more easily on the platform. So here we have the 4-hour price chart, and I thought that it was important to take a step back and look at this broader time frame here so that we can sort of assess the damage that has been done to the technology sector and to Palantir stock in particular. Within these price levels, we will see that there have been some interesting trend developments here in relation to what has occurred in the broader market. So in this video, we will be outlining some specific price zones that can be used to execute profitable trading strategies going forward. So here we can see that the 4-hour price chart is starting to show a little bit of weakness, but overall this is to be expected given the fact that we have seen some monstrous declines in other parts of the market. Not only are we seeing declines in the broad market as a whole, but specifically losses that have occurred within the technology sector have been particularly pronounced, and this does suggest that share prices are going to be governed by at least an element of uncertainty here for the near term. So currently, what we can see here is a share price low for Palantir that came in right around $29.31. Overall, this price movement to the downside, in my view, is not as bad as what is being seen in other stocks that are trading in this sector. In addition to this price low developed with a green trading candle, which essentially means that the closing price for that trading period was higher than the opening price. The following trading candle was red, definitely a bullish candle here, but it is much smaller in size, and this does suggest that share prices are consolidating a bit on the shorter term time frames. So what we have here is essentially a medium term time frame, intermediate term, and overall, this does give us a picture of the middle ground between the hourly chart and the daily chart. So as we can see here, the losses that were developing to the downside were caught by buyers relatively quickly. This price zone into 29.31 has not even managed to fall to the 38.2% Fibonacci retracement of this dominant trending move that we're currently watching. In order to define this price movement, what we're doing is we're looking at the price lows coming in at 21.23 and then extending those to the price highs coming in at 33.13. So this is a very significant trend movement. It is currently the most influential price movement that is influencing share activity here. So this 38.2% Fibonacci level is going to be critically important to work as a support zone going forward. Currently, however, we haven't even managed to see prices extend to that level, which is very surprising given the fact that NVIDIA shares saw huge amounts of selling pressure. And given the size of that company, it would have stood to reason. It wouldn't have been surprising at all to see a company like Palantir start to gravitate more to the downside, experience some selling pressure on its own, and sort of have to deal with the contagion that is currently being created not only by NVIDIA, but also by Supermicrocomputer as well. So we have seen a couple of negative stories here recently that really are weighing on the tech sector and possibly, weighing on sentiment and leading some investors to believe that the current AI hype maybe a bit overextended. It might be time to possibly start to take profits on some positions and maybe sell shares. So overall, however, what we're seeing with Palantir is a relatively muted price movement to the downside. Currently, I wouldn't start to get nervous about this stock until we saw a break below this 38.2% Fibonacci retracement. And the reason I specifically point to this area comes largely from the fact that we can see this Fib zone closely aligning with the 100 period exponential moving average on the 4-hour price chart. So here we can see that the purple line is rising right into this area. It's currently meeting this area right around the 2860 mark, which is a price zone that I have mentioned in prior videos. And it is interesting to me that we have not yet tested this price zone, largely because we did manage to fall through the 20 period EMA and the 50 period exponential moving average on the 4-hour time frame. So the fact that there wasn't really much negative momentum to be found for this stock is fairly impressive given the broader context that we're currently seeing with technology stocks as a whole. So as a reason for some of this positive activity here, we can point to the indicator readings themselves. So recently, we have seen a bit of a development here to the downside in terms of share price momentum. This has been seen largely since share prices were trading at their prior highs at $29.83. This was just before the prior break through the $30 level. And as we can see since then, we have started to see share price movements that have affected the relative strength index in ways that have indicated negative momentum. So this is a negative, but what we can see here is that this is relatively short-term in nature in relation to the longer-term trend movements that have been seen influencing this stock. Specifically, if we go back to the $20.60 triple bottom support zone that I have brought up in many prior videos, this is an area here where the main trend wave did start to develop and start to generate some strength on these longer term time horizons. So here we can see that this is essentially where share prices did manage to start to generate this positive momentum. And for anybody that's currently long this stock, the fortunate aspect here is that this underlying trend has still remained valid and viable. It's currently active. It has not yet completed itself, and it is still continuing to influence share prices in the positive direction. So overall, this is largely helpful in explaining why share prices have been able to maintain this positive trajectory, even in cases where the broader market seems to be selling off quite quickly. So overall, I would not really expect to see any significant breaks of share price support unless we also start to see breaks in this underlying trend wave here that is showing on the 4-hour reading for the relative strength index. So there are several elements here that are currently supporting share prices. With all that said, we really can't rule out the possibility that we will start to see some selling pressure here. To completely expect Palantir to be immune from all of the selling activity is probably a bit much to ask. It's probably a bit unfair or unreasonable to suggest that Palantir will just be able to continue to move higher or not see any movements in the downside direction. But this would probably depend on some sustained downside that would be seen in stocks like NVIDIA and then in the broader index movements, the benchmarks like the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ. So here's the current market update for Palantir Technologies Incorporated, stock ticker PLTR. Our high-value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high-conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk-to-reward metrics that target massive, market-beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market, lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership, and start trading stocks with the pros.